Hi, this is Umar Raj and welcome to Excel functions in less than 15 minutes. In today's tutorial, we are learning how to use the text function replace. I have posted links to videos on substitute function and also on find function in the description box below for your reference. And as the name indicates, replace function replaces characters by location or by position in a given string with another text string specified by the function. And the syntax of replace is replace old text, start number, number of characters, and new text. Old text is where you want to make your changes. Start number is the starting position from which you want to replace a text. Number of characters is number of characters you want to replace. And the new text is the text or string you want to replace it with. So in the first example, we are going to extract only the last name from a text string with first name and last name. So basically what we are going to do is we are going to replace the first name and the space after that with nothing, and it will return now the last name. So we will just see how we will do that. We are going to use a replace function along with a find function to do this example, and the find function returns the starting position of one text string in another text string. So replace your old text is the text in B6. Start number is 1 because you want to start from the first position here all the way to the end of the space. And for number of characters, we are going to use the find function. Find will find the position of the space here in this text. So find space, and your text string is the same as in B6. Close that function, comma, and you want to replace it with nothing because you are not replacing it with anything, you are just want to replace that whole string. So close the function and enter, and the function returns only the last name. So we will just see what the find function returns to this function. So we will just select that find function here, and if F9 key will show that it returned the value 6, and we used it as the number of characters to replace in this function. And in the next example, we are going to insert a middle name between the first name and the last name here. So we will again use a replace function and a find function, and here we use the find function to find the starting point from which you want to start replacing. So again, replace your old text is the text in your B7, comma, your start position. We will use the find function to find the position here, and again you are going to look for the space between the first name and the last name, and comma, and the text string is the same as B7. And once you find that position, you want to add a 1 to that to start inserting because you want to keep that space. So you will insert the middle name after the space. So we'll just do a +1, comma, and your number of characters you want to replace. You are not replacing any characters. You are going to just insert a text string there. So your number of characters you want to replace from the old text is 0, comma, and what is your new text? That is your middle name. So we will just supply a middle name with a space because you want a space between the middle name and the last name. Complete the text, complete the function and enter, and the function inserted a middle name between the first name and the last name. And in the next example, we are going to do something similar to what we just did. We want to insert a country code between this product number. So you want to enter the name USA here between 222 dash, then you want to put USA and a dash, and then you want to 3355. So we will just see how we will do that. So instead of space, here we are looking for that dash. So equal to, replace your text string, old text is the one in B8, comma, you are going to use the find function to look for that dash, comma, and again in B8, and you want to add a +1 to start inserting your country code. So again +1 here, and as before you don't want to replace anything, you are inserting something here. So again A0, and your new text is country code we are going to use is USA, and you want a dash because you want a dash between the last part of your part number and the country code. So you will just add a dash to complete that name, complete the function and enter. So the USA is entered between 222 and the 3355 part number. And in the next 3 examples, we are going to do something similar, but this time instead of giving the country code as a hard-coded name here in the function, we are going to use a VLOOKUP function to look for that country code from a lookup table. And the VLOOKUP function will look for this value here. It will look into this lookup table and it will look for the value in the leftmost column of the lookup table and find the corresponding country code from the second column. So again, we will just look at the function here. It's replace B9, and again you are finding that dash in B9. Then again you want to add 1 because you want to insert it after the dash. Then you are not replacing anything, so it is 0, and we are going to use the VLOOKUP function. VLOOKUP function will again look for that value in B9, and it will look in this lookup table, and it will look for it in the second column, and 0 for true because you want to find an exact match in the VLOOKUP function. And here again, because you are not hard coding, it is bringing only the country code, so you have to add that dash manually or hard coded. So we are going to use the ampersand for concatenating this string with the dash and finish the function. And again it's similar, it looks for this value, brings it, comes here, look for the country and adds it to the part number. And in the last example, we are going to change a monetary notation which is widely used in European countries into a US notation. So basically you want to replace the dot which is used here in the thousand separator to a comma, and the comma which is used for the decimal place here to a dot in this one. So we will use 2 replace functions here. So in the first replace function, equal to replace, you are looking for the text here, comma, you are looking for the start position is 3 because the first dot here is in the third position. So we comma and 3, and you want to replace only number of characters you want to replace is only 1 and comma, and your new text here instead of a dot we are going to use a comma here for the 1000 separator, and OK, and now the text is changed from 10.200 into 10,245. Now we will use the second replace function equal to this is the text string now you want to change, and you want to change it to the not this comma into a dot here, and this is in the 7th position 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so it's in the 7th position, and you want to change only one character there, and you want to replace it with a dot for the decimal place, and enter, and it's changed it into 10,200.45 like this. So this is using two replace functions together, and we just did it in 2 steps. So again, if you want to change it into a number, you can either use a value function, or you can just do a mathematical operation which will not change this value, like multiply by 1 or just add a 0. So in this tutorial, we just saw the different ways replace function can be used to replace text based on its location. So if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see soon with another Excel function. And in the meanwhile, play with Excel and practice, and thank you for watching.